Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my OpenTTD Let's Play. Now, it's still a little bit early to know if the vehicles I threw at Corsham Interchange last episode have really had too much of an effect. Most of them are still on their first journey to their destinations, but it did have an effect to begin with, so I wonder if that will then slowly accumulate down the line. We'll find out a little later in the episode, probably. Now, last time we expanded the network by adding in more farmlands. So we did have some closed down, but we dealt with that, and we also had a few new farms open up. Now, this farm near Gainsborough, I'm pretty sure is brand spanking new. Look at that. Doesn't even do any tons of grain or livestock yet. And I don't remember it being there. I really don't. I think I'm almost certain I would have connected that up if I'd have seen it there when we were doing the last episode. So we'll start this episode by popping that in, and then we will move on to doing the main thing for today. Now, the main thing for today is going to be attempting to make the best out of what we've already got, because some of the things that I've noticed in your game saves that you sent me, where some of the people that did the best, especially early on, made the most out of what they already had available to them in terms of infrastructure, which I remember actually saying many episodes ago about the way to be successful in this series. Don't think I've really taken my own advice that well, but we're going to try. So I'm going to try and see how much more money we can make by not really expanding much of the infrastructure. We'll expand other things. We'll add more trains and things like that. But it's not just about adding trains, especially not just adding trains all over the place, wherever. It's a little bit more than that. So let's just clone that out there. Now, because we've got two lots of trains heading into this platform now, what I will probably do is this and that and this, and just do that. There we go. So now we've got a proper in and a proper out, and we're using two platforms. Fantastic. Okay, so what can we do to really make the most of lots of these things? Is there minimal infrastructure we can add just to gain that advantage, or are there places where trains can be added? And my first thought was, let's look at London. Now, the London to Birmingham line is a little bit messed up because we had like a massive queue. You can still see it here. We've got a jam of 3 trains back to back waiting for a path with the one ahead of it. And that's because we had a piece of track missing and all the trains backed up. So we can't really look at the Birmingham to London line and make a real fair decision about what's going on there. What we need to do is have a look at, let me just turn the trees back to normal. We need to have a look at things like the lines that have been running quite nicely. So the Birmingham to Manchester. So at the minute we've only got 100 people waiting to go to Manchester. And from Manchester all the way over here, we've only got about 100 people waiting to go to London and Birmingham. So I'm not really going to concentrate there. So that's a no-no. Here at London North, we've got thousands of people waiting to shift somewhere. York, Doncaster, Peterborough, Newark, Stevenage. So we could very easily add extra trains to this line. They do seem to be breaking down quite a lot. Let's have a look at the available trains and see what the situation is there. So if we go manage list and we do replace vehicles, we've got this diesel train which we're currently replacing. There's only 4 of them left on the entire network. And it's the Floss 47 we're upgrading to, which has got 81% reliability. So it's 1% less reliability, but it's much faster and has more power and more tractive effort. And okay, it's got slightly higher running costs, but I think the maximum speed really does help on that. Now, if we go sort by reliability, So we've got the most reliable ones towards the bottom. This turbo, this turbo is the most reliable, but it's got two ends on it, and I'm not sure we're going to go down that route. And this, for some reason, this the steam tank engine has got 84% reliability. I just don't believe that. And this is the Kelling here. Now we can see that the Kelling has got a higher reliability than the Floss 47, but only by 1%. But again, it's a lot slower. So looking at the list here, the highest speed for the lowest reliability. Oh, actually, the SH40 electric is faster again, even more power, and the same reliability. It might well be that we consider upgrading our Floss 47s. Where are the Floss 47s? They won't be on this list because it's a comparison between the Floss 47. So if we want to upgrade our entire network to electric, we can go faster for the same reliability. We're not going to do that. Last episode I pointed out how much more expensive the infrastructure is for electrified railway, to the point where I even considered downgrading the tracks to save on money. I tell you what, as an experiment, should we do that? Let's see how much it would cost. Okay, so map extra viewpoint, zoom out, bottom of the world here, top of the world there. Now we haven't got any electric trains. We can see that because we looked in this replace vehicles. We've got 2 diesels, and that's all we're running on the network. Okay, so in theory, how much would it cost us to downgrade all our railway? 700,000. We could be potentially saving, I'm going to guesstimate 12 million a year by spending 700,000. I'm going to take a screenshot of that and then do it. Wow. Okay. Bear with me a second, folks. I'm just going to do the maths on this quickly. Well, I sent the calculations off to NASA and they said no chance. So I had a look myself and I spent around £700,000 and we're saving about 3.4 million a year on infrastructure. Now, how much it's then going to cost to upgrade it again, that's another question. So let's have a look. Let's get a viewpoint. Let's go to the top of the world and just drag the convert tool. I'm not holding shift so we get an estimate. Okay, so it's going to cost me 7 million to upgrade, but until we're ready to upgrade, we're saving 3.4-ish million a year. That's really good. Fantastic. I wonder if there's other savings we can make. So we could look at the amount of signals that we have. I mean, look at these ones. These signals here, nearly every other signal is pointless because of the length of the trains here. These are really long trains. The only thing is, going through this network and removing all of these signals bit by bit like this would probably take a long time. Maybe I should just, like, each episode just come in and just, like, do a section. Just do a section of the network. Like that. I don't know. I mean, it's costing me £29 every time I remove one of these signals. I mean, 30 quid might not sound like a lot of money, but if you're removing... I mean, how many signals are there? Finances, infrastructure. There are... yeah, 4,000 signals. But that's costing me 5 million a year. The road pieces, that's quite expensive. I wouldn't have thought I've had 13,000 road pieces. That's actually a little bit of a surprise. Maybe I should go around the map and tidy up the road pieces that I'm not using. Ooh, that sounds like it would be a good money saver. So today, we're not only are we trying to make more money with the infrastructure we've got, we're seeing if we can slim it down. I'm just going to be careful that I don't take too many signals out here and we end up with some sort of crash. That's probably going to be fine. If we get a crash here and it's going to cost me... probably shouldn't have taken that one out. Ooh, let's unpause the game and see what happens. We're okay. We're okay. There's going to be no crash. No crash today, folks. I wonder if how many people just watch my videos just waiting to see if there's going to be a crash that episode. Probably quite a few. Okay, so I've kind of done most of this stretch here. I don't know if I'll continue to take these sorts of signals out. But it is a little bit of a saving, I guess. What was we going to look at next? Road pieces, that's it. So if we have a look at the world map and we hit this button here, oh, it's behind my face. There we go. Show land ownership. It shows you where all the tracks are. Now, if we can look at this and know that there's no track there, that there's only road, like here, we own this road, but we're not using it. So, road, remove. It's going to cost us a bit of money, but we're paying for that road. We don't need to. I think that's it. I don't know what this is on the map. There's a random depot here. Oh, it's got trains in it. Okay, get rid of the trains. There we go. We've got a bit of income from that as well. Okay, so now we're just looking for more bits of road that I've laid. And I don't actually remember laying much other road than around the factory. Obviously, we've got the road in Exeter, but we're spending that as part of the challenge. And we've got the road around Corsham Interchange. But again, we've built that because we need it. So I don't think we've actually got any more unused road. I think that was probably about it. Yeah, okay. So we've got rid of the electrified railway, we've got rid of the unused road, and we are looking at potentially reducing signals. Let's have a look at these ships, because I've got a funny feeling these ships aren't doing very great for us. Let's have a look. So actually, let's just ignore those ships and look at the overall money for ships. So ships are currently costing us to run last year £212,000 last year they cost us to run, and income was so income was 578,000. So that is a profit of more than double. Now, some of these are not got a profit this year, and some of them haven't even got a profit last year. But overall, they're balancing out to get more, double the income of what they got. So that's cool. That's fine. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is there's going to be lots of little things today. I think that's the way that this episode is going to go. Is we're not going to have a look at the town directory. We're going to have a look at the station list. Now, every now and then we keep coming back to this station list, don't we? What we're going to do is we're going to sort by total weight in cargo and just have a look at it. So London North, this is the one that I've already said we've got loads of trains on this line, where London North is just absolutely packed full of passengers that need to be sent. But if we threw loads of trains at London North, would they be wasted at further points in the line? Like, is Stevenage busy? No, it's got 11 passengers there. Is Peterborough busy? Well, actually, yes, there's thousands of passengers there. Is Newark busy? Not really. But again, is Doncaster? Yes, thousands of passengers. And is York? Yes, okay. So overall, I would say that line is quite busy, and having more trains on it would be a good thing. So let's unpause the game, and we're just going to clone the train that just pulled in. And we're going to throw a load of new trains at it. That many. They will naturally splice themselves out as they go along the service. So London North we can ignore, Peterborough we can ignore, Doncaster we can ignore. Coal Hub Pickup North. This station has got now 6,000 tonnes of coal. Coal's going up even more. So I think what we'll do is we will clone a new train. Now I think I remember looking at these coal trains and finding out that having 2 engines instead of 3 made little to no difference. So if I clone it twice, we get rid of one of the engines and put all the trucks in. No, I didn't like the way that worked. Let's go. Okay, let's try that again. Right, clone one of the trains. Clone it again. Move one of the engines. No, I didn't mean to clone it 3 times. Move one of the engines down. Oh my goodness, we've got one using the depot now. There we go. One of the engines down and one of the trucks up. So it's still 12 in length. Get rid of that train. Get rid of that one. And we've got a new train now that's the same length, but with only 2. And I've got a funny feeling we can afford... Because, look, you got coal pre-hub south and coal pick pre-hub. Oh, the pre-hub's filling up. Okay, hang on a second. So let's bang a load of coal trains in here, set them going, and go check out the pre-hub. So this is the pre-hub, which is where the trains pick up from all the local areas and then they drop off at Coal Hub South pickup. We've got a lot of trains waiting here. In fact, we've actually got trains backing up, waiting here, and presumably these are all empty. Yes, okay. We need more trains to actually get the stuff out the pre-hub. There's 2,000 tons there, so let's go clone this train. Let's get at least 6 more trains going. Existing infrastructure with materials just sat there waiting to be shifted. That's money waiting to be got. I wasn't expecting this pre-hub station to actually be that full of coal, so fair enough. Right, the steel hub. The steel hub has had a lot of interference over the last few episodes. We've what was it, 3 or 4 episodes ago, I messed around with this track, doubled it up, but we've even got trains returning with... Why are all the trains returning with steel on? They're not, are they? That one is. Why? Where are you going? Heading for Steel Inn. You've gone past Steel Inn. How did you go past Steel Inn? That is a little bit weird. Maybe it's when I was messing around with the tracks. Certainly looks okay now. All of these are dropping off all right. What's the ratings like over here at the moment? Ratings. Excellent still. Brilliant. Okay. Okay, we're going to just call that rail line turbulence or something. We do need to throw more trains at this. No question about it. There are quite a lot of materials there, and we can certainly do better. So there's currently no trains in the station. That is a terrible thing. Let's throw some more trains at it. Okay, goods out is again filling up. So we're going to need to clone a few more trains to head into goods out. I'm a little bit worried that the platform's getting empty there. That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to have trains flowing in and out of that all the time. The mini hub over here is currently full of iron ore, so we will clone a couple of the existing trains and send them on their way. Hopefully goods out will sort itself out now. Steel hub out is still not doing great. We've got trains that are confused. Why are you confused? Come out the depot, turn right. How much harder? It can't be any harder than that. That one seems to be... Oh, hang on. We've got a few in there. Okay. Well, overall, we're all right. Now, the little bar is the ratings. The green and red bars. So the Peterborough ratings aren't actually that good. They're medium and poor. Ooh, that's not good at all. And the coal hub pickup north has not got good ratings either, but I'm not surprised with the amount of coal that's been sat around there. Glasgow and Edinburgh both have loads and loads of passengers waiting. A lot are going to Edinburgh. Double that are waiting for Inverness. How many are waiting in Edinburgh? 3,000? Wow. Okay. Where are these vehicles going? Between Central and Mines. Okay, that's cool. So then it's these road vehicles here. What's their first order? To start in Edinburgh themselves. Okay. So road vehicle depot, clone vehicle. We're going to get a load more road vehicles trying to clear the backlog at Edinburgh. Okay, our steel hub. Still getting the new trains going in. Exeter Holt. Yep, Exeter. What about London South? Yeah, Exeter and London South are both full of passengers. We've got various different places that they want to go to. It's a very even split, actually. The trains that travel on this line, where did they originate from? That seems to be an implicit order. So they go Corsham interchange first, then to Exeter. How strange. That is a weird way to do it. I would have... can I grab that and move it? Okay. Surely, can I right click and... No, it won't let me drag it. It just keeps changing this. Oh, there we go. Instead of it being at the start, let's put it at the end. And then get a load of new trains at Exeter Holt. That makes sense to me. Oh my... Oh my. There is a... What's going on? Ooh. Oh, uh-oh. What's going on here? Okay, just get rid of this. Get rid of this. Is only one train loading at once? Something weird's going on here. So we've got thousands of passengers. Only 13 reserved for loading. Oh, wow. 3,576 passengers from this station. What? I don't understand what's going on here. The orders seem to be potentially messed up. Exeter Holt, Corsham Interchange, London South, Corsham Interchange, Exeter Holt. Okay. That's a bit weird. Let's take the full load order off. And then let it run. That might fix things. Maybe with Corsham Interchange being added and partway through a route, it caused some problems. Infrastructure costs have gone up a little bit, but we've added a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's still less than it was at the beginning of the episode, which is really nice. Station tiles, not really something we could. Canals, well, we're paying next to nothing on canals compared to the millions on everything else. So, right, well, it's going to take a while for these trains to fix themselves. So we need to ignore Exeter Halt now. I'm glad we've spotted that problem. How are we looking down here at Iron Hub South? Well, there's no trains in the station, so let's get a train on this line. So we get the right orders. Yep, that's one of them. I didn't mean to do 4, but you know, 4 will do. Okay, overall we're starting to look better now, I think. Number of crates of goods have gone up at Hull Beach Factory. I think that might be due to the extra farm stuff we're bringing in. And the coal situation over here has gone down to just over 4,000. But again, we probably need some more trains, I guess. We need some more reliable ones. Let's clone that one. That looks like one of the newer ones. Send some more out. And iron ore. How we're doing on the iron ore situation. Sorry, not iron ore, steel. The steel situation. Still a lot of steel to shift. Okay, let's throw a few more trains at it then. We're getting a lot of trains breaking down on this steel hub line. But I guess that we've not got any depots on this line. Oh, there's no depots on this line. On this iron ore line here. Okay, that's something that I really should have done. Wow. No wonder all these trains here are breaking down. Look at this. Reliability 3%. There are depots here though at the hub, so at least they'll be able to head back. Wow, that is stifling the iron ore as well. So we've found a couple of major problems actually. What about on this line? Well, look, we do have depots on this line. Do we just put in a few rubbish depots? Because I don't really foresee this line being that busy. Normally, I mean, it's really busy at the moment because they're all stacked up. But they shouldn't be stacked up. They should be nicely spaced out, and they're not nicely spaced out because they're all having problems. I mean, there's one there, but that's because it's near a junction. Again, here. There we go. We'll put a few more depots in. I feel like there really should be a depot around here. Just get that in there before the train has any problems. See, look, they're using the depots that I'm placing. They needed them. Okay, so I have no idea what was happening at Exeter. But I do know what's happening here, and it's just simply lack of depots. So we're just putting in some easy depots. Look, that one just broke down as well. So we're trying to get the... yes, we're spending money, but we're trying to get the flow and everything running a lot better. Oh, I forgot about this one. This is where it shut down. So I don't know where the trains have actually gone. Oh, they're in there. Okay, we'll get rid of all of them. And we'll get rid of all of that. You'll see. I'll do that now and we'll go have a look and there'll be an iron ore mine being built. No. But wouldn't it have been funny if there was? Okay, let's remove this. We don't need that anymore. So such a shame. I mean, the reason why that happens is because you don't service the industry well enough, quickly enough, and it just decides to shut down. Ideally, what you need to do is have ratings above, I think it's 82, 85%, something ridiculous like that. It's actually relatively difficult to achieve. But if you do that, then the production will only ever go up, I think. I'm not sure. Pretty sure. Okay, well, we're getting a load of depots in on this line now. Really, we could do with a depot here as well. Depot before the junctions. It's best to put your depots before junctions, not after junctions. And that's so that trains don't use the depot as a reason to go the wrong line down a junction. Okay, so we should find that me throwing these depots in all over the place on this line has improved things. Ooh! Tramway. No thanks. Maybe we do need to do trams. I just haven't got round to it. That is a long section there without a depot, but for now, it's fine. They might get a little bit lower along. See, this is a long section as well, but there's a massive, great big hill there. I feel bad about doing it just like that. Not bad enough to not do it, but I feel bad doing it. And this diagonal section here, I mean, it's right up against another track and everything, so we're just going to have to leave that. Similar here. Okay, that should help. Less breakdowns, better flow, more money. What has the operating profit actually gone? No, of course it hasn't gone up. All the effort we've done to try and get more profit, and it's just been going down. I think it's because we're yet to reap the rewards of all the trains that we've just added and all the things that we've just fixed. I think there's a lot of that are on long lines with, like, some of them have to do a journey there and back again to really start making the money. So I think, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily expect an immediate improvement. I guess you can kind of say that things were going downhill here and it's a bit of a turnaround and things are starting to go back up again. But, I mean, it depends which way the trends are going over the years, doesn't it? Let's see how we're getting on over at Corsham Interchange. It's definitely busy around here. Look, we've got a line of buses. Still got a lot of passengers. But it's nowhere near the 7,000 it used to be. We're 5,800 now. And looking at this, there is a definite trend for more to certain places now. So we only have 36 passengers wanting to go to Chippenham, which I guess is a close place. Yep, there it is. And we've got a lot of passengers that want to go to Frome. I think that's the right way of saying it, which is all the way over here, which is quite far away. Over hills. So, if we now clone vehicles from Frome, then that will help resolve the issue. So I think I did about 4 or 5 for that one. So if we look at the list here, the next one is... oh my goodness. So this actually gives you a breakdown of where they're from as well. So some from Bristol, Exeter Holt. Look, some of them have come from Exeter Holt. That's going to be a journey and a half. Anybody come from London? No. Never mind. Culzean, where's that one? Oh, it's here? Okay, that's not far away. Must be just more popular. So, again, let's do 4 for that one. Swindon, which I think was here. Okay, clone. Let's do 1, 2, 3 for that one. Bristol, which is over this way. Let's do 2 more road vehicles for Bristol. Can you see a pattern here? And Yate. 1 more road vehicle for Yate, and we'll revisit this, and maybe we can make a really successful bus route. Maybe. Let's look at all buses going here. Should all be yellow or green, no reds and blue dashes. That's okay. Okay, so we've got a load of road vehicles stopped. So if we just unpause the game for a moment. Yep, looks like they are all coming out the depots, no problem. Brilliant. There we go then, folks. We're going to leave it there for now. Some good improvements, and we've got some good money coming in. 13 million in the bank right now, which is good. This is the sort of times where I'm really starting to think about coming over and maybe starting the island challenge. But I mean, one bit of land. I mean, how much would one bit of land cost? £122,000. So maybe not yet. Just imagine placing a large station would probably cost somewhere in the region of lots. So yeah, we've got to be careful about that. We will do that before the end of the series, don't you worry folks, we're getting there. We're going to do a little bit more expansion in Scotland, might even explore Wales a little bit. I mean, there's a few mines out there. There's actually 3 iron ore mines within the same screen there, so we could bring in another line into our steel hub. There is room at this steel hub, and we've got more throughput in our steel hub now because we've got a bigger line, so why not throw more at it? But that's good, like I said, going to be all for now. Leave all your thoughts, ideas and questions down in the comments section. Remember, my Discord is a fantastic place to talk about OpenTTD and the other games that I do, and masterhellish.net is the links for everything else that you need to know. That's all from me for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.